Hey guys, Michael from EAKCrewProductions, and I thought I'd pump out another video. So this is my Evilswarm deck. It's actually really fun. So let's get into it. So 3 Evilswarm Heliotrope and 3 Sabersaurs. Now, you're running those guys because you want to be able to run Rabbit, and you need Rabbit to grab those vanilla monsters. You're running the Evilswarm just because it's a 1950, and then it allows you to go into your Evilswarm Exceeds, and then you're running the Sabersaurs because there's also an Evilswarm just effect monster in the deck that's a dinosaur. So it makes it so that your other rabbit won't be dead. You have a 19 beat stick, and you don't need just Sabersauruses to go into your Dolka and your Lagia, which is awesome. So then we have 3 Caster, because Caster is just great. During the turn that you normal summon him, you can normal summon or set another Evilswarm. So really easy XYZ play, even though I usually don't use it for that. I'll just have 2 down so that I can get some good damage in. Then here's the dinosaur, Salamandra. Pretty amazing. Up to twice per turn, you can banish 1 monster from your graveyard. This card gains 300 attack until your opponent's next end phase. It's an 1850 right off the bat, so you can have it gain 600 in just 1 turn. That's really fantastic. Evilswarm Thunderbird, one of the better cards of the deck. It's pretty much a, not rescue rabbit, but a wind-up rabbit, only it has to chain. It can't just do it any time. It has to chain to a spell, trap, or monster effect. But when it comes back, it gains 300 attack permanently. So when it comes back, it's a 1950. That's crazy. I mean, just absolutely crazy. Then of course, 2 Rescue Rabbit. Everybody knows about him. Then we have the Dark Hole. I love running 3 Lance. Any deck I can run Lance in, which seems to be like every single Rescue Rabbit deck that I've ever played, except for like my Fire Fist deck, I will run 3 Lance. So, yeah. Heavy Storm, let's skip over to the Monster Reborn, staples, 2 MST. But then we have Infestation, Pandemic Infection, which is pretty much like a Lance, but it's for all of your Evilswarm monsters for 1 turn. And they all have to be face up, of course. 2 Bottomless, 2 Compulse, 2 D-Prison, 2 Macro Cosmos, 1 Mirror Force, 2 Solemn Warning, 1 Starlight Road, and 2 Torrential Tribute. The Starlight Road, I think, is necessary because if you can set up like Dolka Laggy or whatever, and a Starlight Road with like a macro and some good back row, like that can just be game right there. They might not be able to get over that. Like, you imagine opening up like well, that's the thing, because you'd have to have more than 1 monster on the field for Starlight to protect you from Dark Hole. But if you have Laggy on the field, then Laggy itself will protect you. I like the Torrentials because I like to be able to blow up the entire field upon a summon. And that's why I play 2 Torrentials over 2 Mirror Force, because Mirror Force has to be triggered by an attack, where this one is triggered by a summon, which I think is a much better triggering point, like a jump off point. I think that's just a lot better. You see that I do run 2 D-Prison over Mirror Force, overrunning 2 Mirror Force instead. And the reason I do D-Prisons is because they get rid of problem monsters that can't be destroyed. Like, if a Zen Mains attacks, I can D-Prison it. If a Stardust attack, I can D-Prison it. But if I was the Mirror Force, it would just be like wasting a card. The Macro Cosmos is in here because this meta gets hurt by having your cards removed. So, really phenomenal. One of the reasons why I even tried out the deck. Let's go into the extra deck. We're not going to go into the side, really. The Stardust, of course. We have the Daigosto Emerald. That's in case we have a lot of monsters in the graveyard, even though we do have macro. I mean, we only run 2. Or we get a rabbit in the graveyard because it was negated. That Emerald can give us that +1 draw and maybe and renew like our rabbit or something else in our grave. Maybe we have a rabbit in our hand, but all of our normals are in the grave, so we need to send all those normal monsters back to the deck, and now our rabbit will be live. Bahuma has a decent effect. It takes only 2 level 4s, you know. It's not the most fantastic. Orpheon, though, this is the better one, because once he's out on the field, nobody can special summon level 5 or higher monsters. And that's really fantastic for most of the meta. And of course, he adds Infestation to your hand, and he's got 2,550 attack, which is over the standard attack of most monsters that people summon, you know. So that's really fantastic. And he's just a rabbit, a rescue rabbit, search away. Ouroboros, I don't find myself going into this card all the time, but it's a game winner. It really is. It can knock that Battle Fader out of your opponent's hand, you know. It can get rid of those problem monsters on the field, Spirit Reapers and stuff like that. So, great card. 2 Dolka and 2 Lagia. Pretty explanatory. Just really great shutdown cards. Extremely anti-meta. We have the Gaga Cowboy. I actually just won a duel with that. I attacked with a monster, and then he pulsed one of my other monsters, and I attacked with the last monster. He just had like a few hundred life points left, so I just went into Gaga Cowboy, and that was the end of the game, you know? So, great card. I'm glad it's around. Maestroke, obviously one of the best generic 4-star, or 4 rank, I guess I should say. I love that it's dark. I love that it's Fiend. That's something I like because of Dark Worlds, but great defense and great Book of Moon ability. Really good card in Gravekeepers, actually. Utopia, just a staple card. Black Ship of Corn. A lot of people have been trying this one out. I've been trying it out for a while, too. About the time it came out, I tried it, and then I stopped, and now I'm coming back to it again. It's just, it gets rid of Zen mains so easily, like without any effort, and then you get the 1,000 burn damage too, and they had to waste like their tour guide play for it, or they has 2 Spirit Reapers, I don't know, but yeah. Photon Pap, because he gets over Spirit Reaper, he starts doing damage to Marshmallow, he flips those face downs that you know are nothing, but if you were able to flip them face up, you could attack for game, you know. So really fantastic. Anyways, that's Michael from EAKCrewProductions. I hope you guys enjoyed the deck. I hope I taught you a little bit something about the deck. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Subscribe.